Stop being nice at all the occasion. You are out there because you don't want to hurt anybody. You're starting and trying to be nice at all the occasion. Learn to say no. It's a very difficult term to say because in most cases that term actually kills friendship and such kind of a thing. But if you keep on saying yes, yes, yes at every occasion, being nice and what have you, especially in this country of ours in Kenya, where a lot of people are so much aggressive, ready to take advantage of any individual who actually shows some kinds of kindness. Let me tell you one secret. It is true, when you show people kindness, they take it for weaknesses. And this is the point. Cease being nice. I didn't say you treat people horribly and such kind of a thing. All what I'm saying is that cease being nice at all the occasion. If an occasion actually calls you for being nice, then be nice. If an occasion actually tells you that this is not an occasion to be nice, then don't be. What you're supposed to do is present yourself. So sometimes, have you ever gotten yourself in a situation whereby you realize that you have your family members out there, maybe you are working, perhaps it happens like you're the only fortunate individual who is out there, you're supposed to help them. That's a disclaimer at the very first place. You're supposed to help them. Helping is a good thing, but help them with a condition, meaning that you have to understand yourself. As much as you're helping them, you are also need also to uplift yourself, grow yourself, and also propagate yourself, because one day, for God's sake, you'll have your family and such kind of a thing. And let me tell you one secret. The family that you create is far much better than the family you left. That's for sure. How much you can debate that specific statement, that still remains to be the truth. Have you ever been in a situation whereby you support all your family members, you educate them, you do all what you can, and then perhaps you never grew yourself, you never actually propagated your growth and such kind of a thing. And then a time comes, and when you're down there and you're broke, they're like, oh, forget about this guy. I mean, he had or she had all the luck out there. You had some money, you had the opportunity, but you never grew yourself. But they even forget that you actually out there and you are helping them and you're supporting them to a point whereby you even never forgot, or you rather forgot to actually help yourself. What exactly does it tell you? One thing that you're supposed to do, of course, I'm not saying that you go out there and start creating an enmity with anybody and to anybody. What you're supposed to do is that understand the situation, learn to read the tides. What I can advise you by not being nice is this: be tough. Learn to say no, and actually whatever you say, mean it. If you say that you're not gonna do that specific thing, then don't do it. And if you say you're gonna do it at this particular time, then go ahead and do it. Once you present yourself from that manner, then you start gaining respect. Meaning, whenever you tell people, hey, that one I cannot be able to do it according to my principles, I don't do that. Sometimes whenever I don't want to do something for a person, I usually tell them a very weird example, like well, I usually don't transact on Saturdays. By the way, I usually don't take deals on Sundays. By the way, I usually don't. And I have to pick that day that you've actually asked me, if I know very well I'm not good and I don't feel comfortable actually going ahead and pursuing that specific deal. And if they ask you why, you tell them, well, that's so much personal decision. But one day when we'll meet, I'll explain to you as to why I don't do exactly that. I once met somebody who actually gave me a challenge and told me, hey, you know what, past 6 p.m., I don't do a deals, or I don't shake hands, or I don't, whatever, just kind of weird things. And people may actually see you as if you are weird, but those are ways on how you can actually snatch yourself out of them. And maybe, let's say you're out there, you're relaxing, maybe the week was so busy and you just want to relax, maybe in that specific weekend, you don't want to hang around with people, and then they have given you a call, hey, where are you? I mean, come on, we have to do something, we have to go somewhere, and something of sort. You telling them that won't make it actually shows that you're actually detaching yourself from them. And actually the only thing that you end up doing in most cases is, okay, fine guys, I'll be there in an hour, I'll be there in 2 hours, and such kind of a thing. You compromise in many situations that actually goes ahead and actually misuses your money. What if you were to tell them like, hey, you know what, wow, I would love to actually be with you guys, but guess what, I've been assigned, I'm back here, and I have my neighbors here, we are discussing something, and try to fix a blame to somewhere. That's how you actually snatch yourself out of it. And if you're smart enough to know these guys are likely to call me, or they're likely to ask me for something, you actually jump the gun and tell them, hey, you know what guys, today I really wanted to see you, way even before they tell you, hey, today I really wanted to see you, but hey, something had just cropped up, and so whatever they were planning to tell you, then they wouldn't even tell you. And if they were to ask you for a certain favor that you knew very well that you would actually participate on, and then actually you've actually snatched yourself out of it. So the point is this: cease being nice. And this problem is actually resonates with young people and teenagers and these youths and what have you, because in most cases they feel like, or they think like life is actually sort of a flocking system where you have to have friends, a lot of them indeed, and such kind of a thing. But as you grow old, you tend to realize this, and that's why you find like a 50-year-old person would just tell you directly to your eyes, no, I cannot be able to do that. and they don't have even to explain to you, and they don't have actually, you don't have even to understand them. All what they have done is to explain to you that, or rather tell you, they cannot be able to go ahead and do exactly as you're requesting from them. So this is the point. Stop being nice at all the occasion. Did I say you cease to being nice overly and all the time? No, that's not what I said. Of course, if somebody is nice to you, be nice. And if somebody is not even nice to you, still be nice. What I mean by that point is this: you may realize that somebody maybe treated you bad some years back or something, and they need your help. Actually go ahead and help them, because that actually does very great thing on top of their head. So this is the point. One thing, understand who you surround with, because if you surround yourself with people who you actually help each other, of course being nice is not a bad thing. But if you surround with people who actually function or behave as a parasites, because one thing that you're supposed to understand in life, you're supposed to have what we call the symbiotic relationship. If these people are actually, you have a symbiotic relationship with them, meaning they help you as you help them, then that's an amazing engagement. But if this kind of a relationship or friendship or whatever the thing that you guys have is a parasitic kind of a relationship, it's all them draining from you or you draining from them. All right, so you have to understand very well, hey, I have to draw my boundaries, because if I don't, then I'm gonna get myself into challenges or into problems. Let's say you are out there are some things that you do not believe in. Let's say you don't believe in going night out. Let's say you have your family there, you have to be with your wife, you have to be with your husband, you have to be at home at this particular point, but you have for some friends here who are telling you, hey, you know what, like we have like a certain thing going on, we have to be there, and maybe that goes against your plans that you had. Then you're out there trying to do things just because you want to fit in. That's the time you realize that things are not going good with your life. So what you're supposed to do is to go ahead and actually tell them, hey, you know what guys, I would love to do exactly that as you wish, but according to my own plan and such kind of a thing, this is what it is telling me to do or not to do. So one thing that you're supposed to know is that once you do exactly that, then rest assured that you're gonna rub shoulders with them. You're gonna actually go ahead and start losing friends. Because one thing that I've realized with life, yes, I'm not that old, but I've captured some few things here and there, is that the moment that you try to stand out and not try to fit in the crowd, what they do is that they tend to see you as an outcast. They tend to see you as not a so good person. They tend to see you as an individual who is selfish. They tend to see you as an individual who don't want to actually join hands with your fellas. And that's the reality. But the moment there is a wise person in the midst of that kind of a group that you're having, they'll be able to understand what you're doing is that you're trying to withdraw yourself, so that at least you develop yourself, you work on what you're having as your plan, so that you grow yourself to the next level. And that's what it calls. And when I say being nice, that stretches from all the aspects and the spheres of life, starting from the finances, going to the social life, and such kind of a thing. This is what you're supposed to do, especially if you of age. One thing, let your plans be known very well. Let people understand you very well that this is an individual who do not entertain nonsensical things. You are an individual who actually, you when you say you're not gonna do something, you ain't do it, all right? And you're gonna be an individual who actually, if they tell you, hey, you know what, we should do this, you tell them, we cannot be able to do it because at this particular point, that is not allowing me to do. And guess what you're gonna experience at this particular point? You're gonna experience some harsh treatment from them. Perhaps they're gonna reject you and such kind of a things, all right? Especially if you're an entrepreneur, especially if you're a business person, especially want to get started with those kind of a things. What I can advise you to do is this: be strict, be disciplined, be sacrifice and a lot about what some of the things that you have to do, so that you get the things that you really need to get them. That's the reality. Because all what needs for you to do for you not to be nice at all the occasion calls you to be a disciplined individual, so that you can be able to grow yourself to the next level. So in a nutshell, what did I exactly say in this specific video? Treat people good, treat people with respect. Of course, be nice at when an occasion calls you for you to be nice. And of course, what I mean by this specific point is this: you can help people, but all the time, actually make sure that you retain the cards towards your chest. Understand this specific thing. If you have to be nice to an individual, if you have to help an individual, do so not because that you would love them to help you in future, but do so knowing very well that this thing that I'm doing to these people, it is not a must that I get paid from them, or I get paid back by them, or maybe I receive a favor from them one day in life. And actually, when you start to realize that in life, that's the time now the maturity starts to kick in your life, and life becomes a bit easier and comfortable as you grow old. All right, so anyway, if you're out there, this is the first time you're watching my videos, my name is Joseph. Talk about money, talk about investment, anything related to exactly that. If you would like to get anything related to financial advisories, consultation on business ideas or plans, you can contact me. My number is on the description of this specific video. You can give me a call. I offer them at a coffee price. And also you can get my business plans, ideas, and what have you for only 280 Kenyan shillings. Don't forget to comment down below. Tell me what you think, because I'm a believer, just like an iron sharpens another iron, so do we learn from each other. Make sure that you become a member of this channel by joining that click button out there, and also subscribing and liking this video, and see you in the next one.